People, let me see if I can get the comments, live chats, top chat. How do we see the chat? I don't think I ever did YouTube live without. Oh, I guess I'll mess. Y'all tap that screen if I can see you. Put something in the chat. Let me see if it pops up on my screen. I don't think I've ever did YouTube without streaming it. I don't think I've ever done YouTube without streaming it, but we're gonna do it today. We gonna do it today. What's happening, family? What's happening? Let's see if everybody. Let's get everybody on.
Oh, here we go. So why isn't it showing up?
What you got on? What do you see?
It was just delayed. Like, because on my phone, it didn't show you live.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I see the chats now. I see the chats now. We in there like swimwear.
Okay, here we go.
We in there like swimwear. What's happening? Let's get those eights going. We're gonna allow everybody to flow into the chats. We're gonna allow everybody to flow into the chats. I'm gonna get my meditation popping. Let me cut the actual speaker sound on. The name of this live is gonna be "What world you living in?" That's the real deal question that a lot of people need to ask themselves. And we ain't gonna be long today. And y'all know I'm like an old deacon southern preacher when I say I ain't gonna be long today. Every time I say I ain't gonna keep you long, I keep you long. So you better be ready. We gotta say goodbye about 100 times. Put some eights in the chat, put some fire in the chat if you had a hell of a weekend. I'm feeling absolutely phenomenal. Como estás, mi hermano? Yes, we are in here. We are in here. We are in here. Yes, what up, Patrice? I got my main man Nino on the ones and twos over here. This is the first time that I've actually had Nino in the background. Literally.
What a blessing.
Yes, yes. Great energy, great energy, great energy. We out here in Tampa right now, loving, hugging, healing, preaching, teaching on the individuals that need it, on the individuals that want it. But my question, as we get this live going, what up, Mama Leslie? What up, Sean? What world are you living in right now? Because I'm not going to get political. I'm not going to get religious. I'm not going to get into the terrible, sensitive conversation that make individuals get kind of, you know what I'm saying, get their feathers in a bunch, get their panties twisted up, get their feelings all, you know what I'm saying, all tangled up. So we're not going to get into politics, but what we are going to get into is real deal lively situations. Because I know so many people are finding themselves in situations where you're like, why is this happening to me? Put some ones in the chat if that's you. Why is this consistently happening to me? Why am I always having a hard time leveling up? Why am I always feeling like hurdles are always being placed in my runway? Why am I always having to slow down? Like, why am I always handed the hardest task? Why am I always finding myself fighting? Why am I always finding myself disturbed? Why am I always finding myself second place? Why am I always finding myself unmotivated? Why am I always finding myself disappointed? Why am I always the individual watching everybody else win? Why am I always the individual that just really not getting it? Put some fire in the chat if these are some questions that you kind of like ask yourself. Because sometimes I ask myself, why are you even asking yourself like that when you should be asking yourself, what life am I really truly living? Because I don't know about everybody else, but I was built to fight. I mean, you can look at my body structure, you can look at my mindset, you can look at my energy, hell, you can even look at my hands. These knuckles were built to hit people's faces. I mean, and because I'm a really good guy, not a nice guy, I don't like punching people. So I like punching levels in life. I like punching through doors that refuse to open. I like punching through no's to get great yeses. I like punching through lower vibration mindsets to raise their vibration up. These are the things that I don't mind striking first on. So when I ask myself sometimes, what life am I truly living? I ask myself, like, am I living a life of peace? Yes. What up, Max Swag? Am I living a life of joy? Yes. Am I living a life of prosperous? Yes. Am I living a life of service? Yes. And when I started looking at all of these yeses, and then I started realizing, well, how about you ask yourself some questions that for sure has no's? Am I where I want to be? No. Do I have everybody around me that I need? No. You see? Do I have all the money that I need and I want? Well, I have all that I need. I don't have all I want. So that's a no. Am I finished servicing the world? No. So there's so many positions you're going to find yourself where you can literally, truly ask yourself a question where you 100% know the answer is a no. But my question to you, what kind of no is it? What kind of no is it? Because see, there's some okay no's, there's some aight no's, there's some solid no's, there's some decent no's, but there's some really, really good no's out there. And when you start asking yourself really, really good no's, it demands to attract a really, really good yes. Am my vibration as high as it's supposed to be on a daily basis? No. Can it be at the highest it needs to be on a daily basis? Hell yes. I'm just not married. I ain't got Mary Jane with me no more. So I can only go so high, beautiful people. I'm just physically not high no more. You know what I'm saying? Y'all put some fire in the chat. Y'all know I got to bring comedy to it. I got to bring the comedy to it. Because what I'm telling you guys, like, when I tell y'all I was built to fight, and I'm built to fight levels that are basically hindering most, which creates successful failures in my life. So I'm willing to try more things than most people are willing to even attempt to think about things that they even want to do. So I always tell people I fail more than most people try. This is why I'm extremely successful. Let me repeat that. I fail more than most people try. This is why I am extremely successful. Leave the extreme success. I literally consistently put my body through rigorous things, so it's almost impossible for my body to disobey my mind. Ooh. Let me say that again. I consistently put my body through rigorous things, from intense workouts, from traveling, from leveling up, from consistently helping some of the helpless. So when it comes from my mind telling my body to do something, it never disobeys. Well, when I got bit by that spider, that motherfucker was like, hold on. We got your ass now, Spider-Man. That motherfucker put me on the emergency brakes real quick. So you have to ask yourself this: if you built for a fight, put some mates in the chat if you built for a fight. Not everybody built for a fight. Nino looked at my forearms the other day. He said, man, goddamn, what kind of forearms are those? Those some fighting forearms. Those some shooting forearms. Those some grab your grandma at 4 a.m. forearms. I mean, like those are some forearms that a lot of individuals don't want to be wrapped around. But these forearms, let me show y'all them forearms. Today, these forearms are for loving, hugging, healing, preaching, teaching and elevating individuals how to swing trade, how to find fishes in the financial markets. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at the past energy of those forms have been through rigorous times, rigorous things, crazy, almost psychotic things. And when I sit here and I start analyzing all of the things that I've been through in my journey, which puts me into where I am today, I go, man, God built me with grit in my blood. You see? So then I ask people, like, what life are you living? You got grit in your blood? I said, well, what do you mean? Never mind. Put some fire in the chat, beautiful people. Put some fire in the chat. I'm asking you again, do you have relentless energy to fight? Because see, I got a never give up type of spirit. I got a never give up type of soul. I mean, Like there's never a time where my mind is telling me, quit. There's never a time when my mind is saying, no, you can't do this. Like, just leave it. It's okay. Just stop. Like, wave the white flag. Just tap out. Like, ain't no tap in me. Ain't no quit in me. It's like, I'm in it to win it. And I'm willing to fight on the days that it's the hardest because I know tough days don't last. Tough people do. You see, these are wise words from elderly individuals that have crossed my path. These are also wise words that you can find also in that good book. And you can use it as really good metaphors. Or you can get extremely religious and follow blindly. Like, it's all up to you. But when I always tell people, when you're following something blindly and you don't ever question yourself, like, am I able to jump up front and lead this journey? Am I also willing to deal with the things that the individual up front comes into tour that I never have to feel because I'm the individual in the back? You see? Do I have fire and steel in my willpower to consistently keep pushing forward when the journey is like, ew. I've been in like trade shows before where estimated supposed to be 20, 30,000 people, and then you get there and then the actual organization don't market the way they're supposed to market. So it ain't really but maybe 150 people there. And then I'll see all of the vendors that come there and they'll be so excited about their business because sometimes it's their first trade show. They'll have that new car energy, you know what I mean? They'll have that, oh my God, that passion energy. And then as the time starts going and the trade show is not what they're actually expecting, they're not reaping what their expectations believe that they're going to receive. And then you immediately see their energy switch from wanting to be a seller to a buyer. Real quick. So I was explaining to Nino and them about this, and I said, man, I don't know if you've ever done trade shows, but here in trade shows with me, one thing you'll never really see me do is switch from being a seller to a buyer. Because when you switch that energy, you're going to start saying, nobody wants to buy from me. This is when you start creating bullshit no's. Because now you are a buyer and you're trying to sell. So when you're trying to literally get people into the organization, and now you want people to buy into you, when they see you buying everything but having nothing. Shall I repeat that? When the individual that is closest to you consistently see you with buying energy, buying into everything, but don't have nothing, it's hard for you to sell them. So when you maintain consistent selling energy, you create the art of flow. Let me say that again. You create the art of flow of understanding that time is also an illusion. My wife said it sounds like I'm there. You know, making so much noise in the background. I'm telling you. I can never get it. I can never get the silence. He hear me and he's still on the mindset. You see? What world is this nigga living in? He got me right here. He can come sit right at the table. He got me on his phone. That's why you got to love it. You got to love it. So again, when you see individuals switch it up, and then you stay 10 toes down on the mission, which is educating, elevating, hugging, loving, preaching, teaching, and then achieving a goal, a financial goal. People witness you do it, and then they are in shock that you're doing it. And then they'll see, you'll go, yo man, how's your day? Oh man, this show is shit. How's your day? My day is amazing. How is that possible? We're in the same place. They looking at us like, how are you guys so happy? How are you guys standing over here with so much energy? A guy told me yesterday, I never see you sitting down and you're still smiling, bro. How is that possible? I told my guy over there, I said, either these guys are brand new or this guy just has relentless energy. I said, oh, it's the second one. I've been doing this for almost 20 years, bro. He said, oh, well, that's why. I said, no. I never allow my environment to predict the way my actual energy is going to be implemented. Let me say that again. I never allow my person, like the environment that I see, whether if it's in the malls, whether if it's in a convention, whether if it's in an actual event, I never allow my environment to project or predict the energy that I'm going to implement. You always gonna get this AAA energy. So what that means is when I find the 1 or 2 individuals that is ready to listen to me, I'm going to affect them and I'm going to infect them. And the only way they get this infection off of them is stay close to me. You see? And then when I start servicing them even more, I start curing that infection where they start saying, yo, bro, how do I get you in my life? How do I get next to you? How do I get close to you? Y'all should be tapping that screen. Y'all should be understanding what I'm pouring into y'all right now. For the simple fact, a lot of you guys don't understand that if you start living in your dreams versus sleeping on the motherfucking dreams, you will start achieving so many more things. And this is what a lot of y'all fail to realize. A lot of y'all sitting here because you active on the Telegram, you active in the fucking classes, you active trying to take a trade here and there, but you really ain't elevating. And you don't even know why. Well, let me tell you why. It's because you still like in the dream up in here. And because you don't put your body through rigorous thing, your body's still disobeying your ass. I tell people straight, if you want to be a great salesman, you got to have a fitness routine. People say, well, what the hell does a fitness routine got to be with a great salesman? Well, you got to be able to stand and endure long hours sometimes, intense environments. Sometimes I stand in the cold, sometimes I stand in the heat, sometimes I just stand in neutral weather, sometimes I'm in the rain. But I'm not running in the rain. I'm not running away from the heat. People say, oh shit, it's so hot out here. I bought everybody umbrellas. Nobody used them. I used it. And then people say, well, damn, how was you selling in the sun? Well, the money was in the sun. I brought a damn umbrella. I'm Mr. Poppins out in that motherfucker if I have to be. I put some penny loafers on just to make it even more concrete if I need it. I'm just saying. I'm here to tell any and everybody, it's never really the environment that is really the cause that you're not succeeding. It's your body disobeying your mind. And because your mind don't put your body in rigorous things, when it's time for your mind to tell your body, yo, keep going. Oh shit, it's hot though. No, keep going. But it's raining though. No, keep going. It's cold in here. No, keep going. I wore the wrong shoes. And then you see these people sitting down. Then you see these people walking around. Then you see these same individuals abandoning their passion, which brought them there. So a guy asked me one day, he said, man, I've been in OBG for a minute. I've had my ups and downs in OBG. I'm starting to lose motivation. And I said, first of all, how is that even possible? Second of all, what was the reason why you even signed up? Because if you find yourself losing motivation in the #1 trading organization in the globe, around the #1 individuals who help individuals have a better relationship with money, then you need to go back to why you signed up. See, anytime I'm feeling like, man, this fucking Telegram shit is for the birds, man. All of these individuals that I'm helping, and I can't get fucking 100 comments on a post, on a YouTube post that I just taught people how to swing trade, and they got 7 comments from an organization with 1,500 people. I can easily say, man, fuck these motherfuckers. I can easily say it. But when I think like that, I go back to why I signed up. I go back to the why that got me next to Alex. And that was generational financial change. That was to be able to gain a skill to take back to my wife, take back to my kids, take back to my family. And if my family does not come along on the journey, I have the skill set to pour into them, even if they just watched it. That's why. You see? So I can care less about the daily avenues, the daily dramas, the daily traumas, the daily interactions. That's just what it is. But sometimes it gets overwhelming, so I go, you know what? Versus thinking about giving up, versus telling Alex, you know what, bro, I got my business, bro. My business is booming right now. I got a partner, man. He's sitting in Vegas. All this motherfucker's doing is literally trying to figure out how can I do more trade shows. He just called me and said, bro, we finna do 5-6 trade shows a weekend now. He said, bro, we just got a contract where they just gave you, bro, another 20 events. So now I gotta figure out how can I squeeze another 20 events in 150 shows that we already do. I can easily say, bro, I've been swinging EJ from last Wednesday, bro. I already pulled off 1,100 from it. I'm already up right now another 100, another 1,000. I can easily just sit here and just make money from my phone and not deal with nobody. And I remember when I even dropped the trade, even Alex came to me. He was like, Brody, let me ask you a question. Because, you know, I don't really be messing with them pairs like that. Did you intentionally give a 500 pip stop loss? I said, to be honest, no, I actually didn't. But what I wanted to do, I was literally looking at something totally different, so I just put it there. But when I really put it back, I realized, I said, you know what? I ain't got no intentions of the motherfucker going down there no way, bro. So he was like, yeah, but people gonna blow their shit. I said, yeah, if it goes there, it ain't going there. Because I got that Lugo eye. I got the Lugo eye. It hit our aggressive twice. And within the time of it hitting the aggressive, do you know how many people call or text me and say, man, what's up with EJ, man? What's up with EJ? I'm like, shit, that bitch is booming right now. Well, I'm negative 260. I'm like, nobody should be negative. Well, see, what had happened was, y'all already know when somebody starts something off by, so what had happened, I woke up late. I said, so don't tell me you just dove in like Michael Phelps. Oh yeah, I got a 161. Bro, why would you take a 161? So this is on you. So I go back to that question, what world are you living in? Because if you took the 161, is the $265 that you were negative, was that going to break or make your life? Because you will be up now. I also told you, even if it goes into the negative, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. How many times you been behind on a bill? I know some of y'all bills held behind fucking 1 month, 2 months. How long have you got an extra bill that you know really is like, bro, I can't pay that right now. I'll pay it. I'll let it go to collection and I'll deal with them. Why do you have such a mindset when it comes to that, but when it comes to this, you can't even take a $80 drawdown without panic close? You can hold Bitcoin, you can hold Ethereum, Solana, you can hold so many different cryptos for years. It goes up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. But you can't hold 20 pip drawdown. This is something y'all got to start asking yourself in the mirror, like, do I really got relentless energy in the foreign exchange market? Am I really built with grit in my blood? Do I got knuckles like Mr. H? Can I fight my way through these consolidation areas? Can I really fight my way through this downtrend that it's in right now when it starts going back up? Do I have the energy to take another entry when I'm already up? Because I saw Mr. H just took another entry at another level. So y'all got to understand there's levels to this game. And when you're in the game, you got to be willing to play the game. You got to be willing to make the pass, even if it turns into a turnover. And then you got to in-game adjust. So I'm always willing to even take the trade, even if it's a loss. Because in my winning percentage, I have losses there. That's what people fail to realize. Trading is not about winning or losing. It's about the edge that's in the market and how long are you going to stay in the market. It's about risk versus reward. It's about education. This is what a lot of people fail to realize. So many people are just worried about the money. And if you're only worried about the money, this is why your life is where it's at right now. Because you're so worried about the money, which money ain't shit. Because money losing value and you giving all your damn time for some money that ain't. And that's why you got 2-3 jobs. And that's why you can always say, man, I'm making so much money, but I ain't got nothing to show for it. I got all this money, but I really ain't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know where it's going. Put some mates in the chat if you can relate what I'm talking about. We got an organization with over 2,000 some people, and we got 54 people on the mindset. But if I turn around and give out trades, you will see 200, 300, 500 people on here. You see? And just because y'all know me, Mr. A's gonna be talking that same shit. Y'all take it for granted. But then Alex can get somebody on here that's so-called famous, then everybody pull up, and then he'll just tell y'all this same shit. He'll tell y'all this same shit. He'll tell y'all his story. You'll fall in love with the story, and then he'll pour into you and he'll motivate you, which is absolutely amazing. Which is absolutely amazing. But then you guys will sit here and go from sellers to buyers. And you'll buy into that, but you won't buy into your own shit. You consistently buying shit versus selling yourself to greatness. I sell myself. And what do I sell myself on? Be fucking relentless today. No negotiation. Be fucking gritty today. No negotiation. Put your body through rigorous training. No negotiation. So therefore, we'll never disobey the mind. Anytime I think about not going to the damn gym, oh man, we're doubling up on the workout just because the thought was planted. I don't go to the gym today because they talking about they opening it later. Man, I ain't got time for that shit. I done did 1,000 push-ups in the room. I done did already 500 jump squats in the room. I don't need no facility to push the temple to a whole nother level. I am the temple. So my question to you again, what life you really living? You selling or you buying? You investing or you a consumer? Like, what are you? Which side of the table are you really truly living on? Because if you telling yourself you're an investor, but you're really living on the customer side, that's why your ass ain't growing. I don't know how else to tell you. I like to give it to you raw. I'll let somebody else dress it up and put cupcakes and creams and peaches and all that shit on there for you. But I'm just telling you the facts. This is black and white. You ain't got fire, you ain't got grit, you ain't got relentless energy for your willpower, for what you really truly stand for, not breaking your morals. I ain't breaking morals to sell myself, to be relentless. I'm not changing my ethics to have fire and steel and grit in my blood to be able to push through this hard time, to be a whole full entrepreneur. In a world where the economy is so messed up, ain't nobody really wanting to work. You got generations under you that ain't even worth hiring. Some of y'all kids that are in here right now ain't worth hiring. You know it yourself. Like, man, my son lazy as hell. Yo, my son lazy as hell too. I got one that, man, I'll go to war with. I got one, I'm like, bro, I think this mother still needs his mama's titties. It's just the facts. This is just the facts. I go, bro, I got one from 99, I got one from 2001. Bro, it's like a fucking, it's like a night and day. One play video games, one don't. One living in truth, one living in a lie. Like, what can you do? So there was a quote. Nino asked me, what you asked me, what was one of my favorite movie quotes? So I gave him several. So I remember in one of the Rambo told the doctor, he said, if you don't live for something, you'll die for nothing. So what you living for? Let me say it again. If you don't live for something, you're going to die for nothing. What you living for? Another one of my famous quotes was from the Dracula. Sometimes the world doesn't need a hero. Sometimes the world just needs a monster. So I asked myself, what world are you living in? And I said, I live in a world where monsters are welcome. I welcome monsters in my work because I am a monster. I'm a beast. Let me tell you, I will eat you alive if you come into my journey and you try to literally go against my vibration, or you try to sell me the opposite of what I'm trying to achieve. You're going to see a monster. You understand that, beautiful people? So when people start telling me, oh, bro, that trading shit don't work, they get the monster. Oh, bro, Alex is a clown, bro. That nigga ain't really making money. They get the monster. I had someone tell me, yo, bro, like black people and Jewish people, y'all, you guys like that'll never work out. You guys are unequally yoked. They get the monster. You see? Oh man, you should be putting your kids into school. They get the monster. You understand that? I don't care who you are. If you're against the operation of the daily activities of what I'm fighting for, you're going to get that monster. So I ask you again, what kind of monster are you? What life are you living in? What you willing to fight for? What is your body literally refusing to do that your mind is telling it to do? And why is that? These are all these questions when I tell you, like, bro, you might need to go back to the mirror. And you might need to have a conversation with yourself and start asking yourself, like, what you willing to do and what you can't do and what you willing to commit to get what you need. Because what you willing to do and what you want, sometimes that shit don't align. Let me say that again. Let me say that again. What you willing to do and what you need and what you committed to do, sometimes them shits don't align. I see people say, man, I want to be a multi-millionaire, but then I look at his daily activities and what he's committed to. I'm like, bro, you'll never be a millionaire. I'll never say never, Mr. H. You'll never be a millionaire with those daily habits. You will never have anything consistent come in your life, stay in your life with those daily habits. Because the minute someone comes into your life to take them away, you don't fight. You expecting someone else to fight. You expect me to fight. I'm not going to fight your battle when that's your battle. I also say this. Sometimes you got to understand as a warrior, you got to step back from battling. Because sometimes you get so heated in the battle and then you realize you're just fighting with zero outcomes. This is why I like tactics of war. You see? This is why I like strategic movement. This is why I like the 5 Ps. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. How many times do you find yourself in a relationship just arguing with a motherfucker every day, just arguing over this and over that and over this and over that? Like, why y'all battling like that? Why y'all fighting like that? What does that got to do with anything? Like, why y'all fighting like that? What is the whole purpose of that energy? So anytime I find myself battling, I step back and I say, is this worth the battle? Because I'm a guy of war. I like war. I go to war on my abundance. I go to war on positivity. I go to war of elevation. I go to war for spiritual enlightenment. I go to war for happiness and joy and peace and safety and security for my family. I will go to war. You understand that? And nobody's going to stand in the way of that. And see, a lot of people don't understand that. So I take that same energy of just saying, today, I'm going to be better than I was yesterday. And I was a hell of an individual yesterday. So today is going to be absolutely amazing. And anybody that wants to take that thought out of the way and take my body and move it different and make it disobey that thought, I will go to war with you. You see? Because I'm highly educated, it don't take me physically going to war with you. It takes me being educated and saying, you know what? Let me just elevate from this individual. Let me move at a different timing from this individual. Let me make sure my movement doesn't even cross this low vibration as individual's path. Oh, I didn't see you today, Mr. H. Yeah, that's your fault. I ain't see you at the gym. Yeah, I came 30 minutes early. You see? This is what I'm telling y'all, beautiful people. So I'm telling y'all straight up, like, take this opportunity really, truly serious, because the world that we're living in now is not the world that we grew up in. Let me say that again. The world that we're living in now is not the world that we grew up in. And the world is rapidly changing in our face. Artificial intelligence are being implemented on a daily basis to the point where you're going to see robots like moving around this motherfucker, and you ain't gonna understand it, and people still gonna think it's like super cool. Like, I remember they started producing movies about it, and then people were watching the movies like, because they put your favorite celebrities in it, like, oh my God, that shit would be crazy, but it'll never happen. And we like living in that shit right now. You're just thinking robots are gonna be like robots that you see. Bro, like self-checkout, those are robots. Like, artificial intelligence can literally make live videos now. I can go put an avatar of myself. The eagle eye, like literally, y'all remember like Minority Report? Do y'all remember a Minority Report where people were going to jail because of the thoughts? We're living in that time now that if you post something crazy on social media in a different country or different or other places, like, yo, bro, they come to get your ass. And when you start looking at constitutional rights, you start looking at, it really doesn't matter about constitutional rights if one person is only standing up for it. If I'm the only one speaking for my rights, and then others that are around me seeing my rights being infringed and don't help, what is the purpose? See? So I tell people the reason why I speak the way I speak is because I have relentless energy to stand in front of tyrants and say, listen, there's no back down here. You may push these other people out of the way. You may scare other people. You don't scare me. I don't care what you say, what laws you implement, what rules you change, what policies you put in place. You do not scare me one bit. Because at the end of the day, nothing you got going on, nothing you can write on a piece of paper that is going to affect my lifestyle and my journey. So I personally don't care if you give me Kamala, you give me Donald Trump. What I do care about is my children's future. You see? Now that affects my energy, you see. Because what I'm doing today is for my daughters and my sons to have the repercussion of. You understand? Like they should reap these rewards that I'm planting these seeds today. So when I'm watering them, giving them sunlight and giving them high energy and high elevation, and I'm grounding them, putting them in proper soil, and they start growing properly, and then others weak ass mindsets, others lack of grit, lack of having fire and steel in their blood, lack of having something to live for, so they dying for nothing. The lack of ability to understand that, yo, you gotta become a monster. Because just standing over here and just allowing motherfuckers to push you around, bro, how long are you gonna allow that? Your children are watching. Just standing here and emotionally, consistently doing something, your children are watching. You're telling your children are seeing you trade, seeing you unsuccessful, seeing you unhappy, seeing you consistently giving up. What you think they're gonna do? Because they're just little computers. They're just little computers. So they're computing what you show them. I know my dad is not as technical savvy as he should be. But one thing I know about my pops, he's coachable, he's trainable. And if he spends some time on something, he'll get it. You see? So he's like a old dinosaur with new mindset. My mama, she's gonna do whatever my pops do. You see? So I go, yo, let me make sure my pops see the elevation of this skill set. Let me go sit my wife and my kids next to my family while I'm out here grinding physically on some guerrilla marketing shit. Put some 8s in the chat if y'all remember the old guerrilla marketing tactics. I don't know if you know that, Nino, but this is what we're doing right now. We're not doing social media marketing. We're not doing digital marketing. We're literally talking to people, shaking hands, hugging on them, looking them in their eyes, smiling in their face, stopping them in their tracks, and talking to people. In a world where that shit does not exist. People are being sold from the phone. Amazon took away the mall traffic. People shop on Amazon. Netflix took people going to the movies. It's just the facts. They're bringing all of these apps out to just keep your ass sitting still. So when your mind starts telling you to do some shit, your fucking body disobeys. Let me get out and go do something. Girl, I ain't got time for that. I can go on Amazon and get that by half the price, and Jesus will deliver tomorrow because I got Prime. I even saw a section on Amazon where they say you can have a closet on Amazon. Put some ones in the chat if you ever seen that. Or you put a 2 in the chat if you don't know what that is. Amazon told me, Mr. Holistic, we seen that your cart has been empty for almost 4 months. I noticed that you used to buy a whole bunch of stuff. There's a new thing that we have in Amazon called an Amazon closet. Meaning you can put shit like you would put in your cart and just not buy it. You can put it in your fucking closet. They will send it to you. And if you just decide that you wanted to wear it once and don't want to wear it again, you can put it back in the closet, send it back to them, and never have to actually purchase it. Oh my freaking goodness. I told those motherfuckers, well, I got a walk-in closet, so y'all better get ready. I got a fucking walk-in closet now. This is what Amazon doing. Don't even get me started on fucking Alibaba. Don't even get me started on Alibaba. Don't get me started on the Babas. Don't even get me going there. So what does that mean, beautiful people? I just told y'all, what world are you living in where your body is disobeying your mind? And if that is the case, I think it's a must that you put your body through rigorous training, rigorous treatments. So when it comes to it disobeying your mind, it's not even possible. So next event, Amazon closet. That's right. That's right. That's right. So I'm telling y'all, there's going to come to a point in time where you guys realize that people are still door dashing, Uber eating, and you got the worst products on the motherfucker. You ain't got nothing healthy on it. And if you order some healthy shit, by the time it get to you, it takes the longest to be delivered. You order a salad on Uber Eats or Grubhub or DoorDash. The lettuce will be brown by the time it get to you.
And it costs more than a meal.
And it costs more than a meal. I personally witnessing where lettuce costs more than a burger. And they put lettuce on the motherfucking burger. Do you understand the world we living in? You can order a salad for $9.99. You can get a cheeseburger with lettuce, tomatoes, and the same shit that's in the salad for literally $2.99. Make it make sense. So my question is, are you really truly fighting? Are you really truly having grit? Are you really being relentless on what you're trying to accomplish? Because if you can't say yes to those, then you have to go back to the law of numbers, which is for every 10 no's, you're going to get at least 3 yeses. So you're going to have to create more no's. You see? You got to start asking your question where you got some no's, and then you got to go get some yeses. And then you got to make sure what you're willing to say no to, what you need a yes to, do you have the commitment to go change that no into a yes? Do you have the commitment to take an awesome no to make it an amazing yes? Do you have that commitment? Not only do you have the commitment, because I've seen a lot of people committed to just really getting their ass whooped, because I was in the fight game for a long time, and I would see people committed to sign the contract to get the money, get in the ring, and not knowing that I'm a monster and I'm going to eat his ass alive. So not only do you need commitment, but you're going to have a plan. See, just being committed to learning Forex and literally trading is not going to make you successful. You need to have a plan. And then when you have a plan, you need to have what? obedience, you need to have discipline, and then you also need to have another level of commitment to your obedience and discipline to literally execute the plan. And then when I go back to telling you about the buying and selling energy from the individuals who are entrepreneurs, get to a trade show, and now the trade show is not what they expected, so they energy switch. So when you have your plan and your plan is not actually executing as possible, do you go back to being a fucking buyer? Pardon my French, but that's the only way I like to execute shit sometimes. Just what it is. Are you giving up on the plan? Or do you go back to the drawing board and you say, no. I didn't like the way this worked out. Let me implement something new. Let me change this up. Let me get creative. Do you know we're losing the act of being creative? You know the spirit of creativity in most are dying because of failure? When I fail, I get extremely creative. It makes me get more creative because there was something that I was missing in the details to give to the universe to freaking serve it. I'm going to get off of here. I got shit to do today. I got relentless shit to do today. I got relentless shit. My mind is telling my body, yo, get up off the damn iPad, bro. We got to go now. And I don't want my body to be disobedient because I feel super comfortable right here under this light, in front of the camera, pouring into the family. But again, what world are you living in? Are you consistently telling yourself yes when you know you're living in a world of no's? The worst lies are the ones you tell yourself and you fucking believe them. Let me take my glasses off. Let me take my glasses off so y'all can see my eyes. The worst lies an individual can tell is the one he tells himself and then believes them. And then tell yourself when those lies come to fruition, oh, it's going to be okay. No, it's not going to be okay. Stop lying to yourself. Stand in the mirror, butt naked, and say, could I look better? Could I be better? Could I do better? I guarantee you those answers should be yes. Those answers should be yes. And then say, all right, let me draw out a plan. What can I commit to on the plan? You ain't got to commit to everything because it don't happen overnight. It happens over time. So if I write 10 things that I want to change, especially if it comes to my body, I say, oh shit, oh man, I don't like the way that look. I've been drinking too much beer. I've been eating pizza. I've been eating chicken wings. Oh shit, I'm 45. That's it different on the body from 23, 24. I'm eating with my son. I told my son, boy, you going to order DoorDash? I said, yeah, what you got to order? He was like, shit, I'm going to get some pizza pop. I'm like, God damn, nigga, we got pizza 3 days straight. Bro, I'm looking like, man, bro, you got me, bro, you going to have me hanging upside down like Batman in the goddamn gym to get this shit off. Pizza don't sit on a 45 temple like it do on a 24. Tell what it is. You just find me just eating the back of the damn pizza. I just take the butter of the pizza. I can't even have the other piece. You know, most people leaving that shit in the pizza box. I said, I just take that. I just eat that. I can't deal with the rest. I can't deal with the triangle part of it. Just give me the top part, you know, and I just dip that and get that going. I'm just telling y'all, beautiful people, there's way more things in life that you should be really committing to and finding out if you're really having the drive, the relentless energy, the grit to even make it happen. Because being in business is not for everybody. Being a salesman is not for everybody. But let me tell you what's for everybody. Buying, being a customer, being used. That shit is for everybody. Do you know how easy it is to just be lazy as fuck and just not do shit? You know how easy it is just to be a fucking loser? And I'm not talking about a loser. I'm saying loser. Like loser. Like just don't do shit. Don't want shit. Don't have shit. Ain't worried about shit. Just lose it in life. That's very easy. And then I see people getting offended. I see people like, you know, like, bro, like, I felt like you was just saying some shit that was like disrespectful about my son. I talked about my kids. I talked about mine on here. I ain't saying nothing about yours. You just know I'm right. You just know I'm right. And I'm putting this on live on my YouTube. Everybody can see it. Get your shit in, like, get your shit together. Because you're sitting here just fighting for this, but when the shit hits the fan, you ain't gonna have no fight for that. And that's more important than this. You over there fighting for your job that literally devalues on a daily basis, devalues your ass. You over here, where the first time in your life, you are having the capabilities of creating your own value. And because it doesn't happen instantly, you go back to being a fucking buyer. Letting someone sell you that the value that they created for you is where your stability and comfortability is at. And I'm going to give your ass some bennies, aka benefits, that your ass ain't going to never use, but you're going to come to work every damn day because of those bennies. When you learn the wrong thing well, you do it for a very long time, beautiful people. And let me tell you, that is one of the most sickening disease that an individual can be infected with, is doing the wrong thing well and okay with it and lying to themselves and telling their fucking kids, listen, it is okay not to have everything that you want and need in life. It is okay to have 2 jobs. It is okay to be average. No, it ain't. It's not okay to be normal. Create new norms. What your mama and your daddy and your grandma and everybody installed into your ass, and I'm even talking to the old individuals in here, that shit has no value because they wasn't thinking that the world was going to be like this today. If the world was exactly the same as when my grandfather was telling me the shit that he was telling me, yo, you wouldn't even know my ass. Let me say that again. If the world was the same from the shit that my grandfather was telling me from how he grew up, y'all wouldn't know me. I'll be on a whole nother level. But the world ain't the same. That information has lost value through the years. Because we're living in a different world that requires different strategies. It requires a different mindset. It requires a stronger fight. Because they wasn't expecting the digital world to take over the way it is. They wasn't expecting the people to be able to put goggles on and sit in their house and literally do nothing. They wasn't not expecting that shit. They wasn't expecting robots to start and cars to drive by themselves. They wasn't expecting that. They wasn't expecting boys to say that they girls and girls to say that they boys. They wasn't expecting that shit. They wasn't expecting drag queens to be in elementary schools reading to your kids. They wasn't expecting that. They wasn't expecting the 2024 Olympics to make fun of the Last Supper. They wasn't expecting that. They wasn't expecting governments to directly start taking away your constitutional rights and individuals lay down and be okay with it on when you have civil wars over it. They weren't expecting that. If the people who fought for our freedoms today see what we're doing today, they would be disgusted. Let me stop. Let me tell y'all, beautiful people, as a guy that's fought for us, that saved children, that's been in the mix, you living in the land of the free because of the fucking brave. Understand that. And if all you got to do is represent you and fight for what you're trying to achieve in life, when you out here creating life, what the hell are you waiting on? What life are you really truly living? Like, what life are you living? Like, get your shit together and quit being disobedient to your mind when you're telling your children, stop being disobedient to me. When they're watching your ass be disobedient to your damn self. They're just learning. They're just learning from you. So I'm going to say it again. Like, share, drop a comment, turn the notification on, follow the YouTube, because I'm the only individual that's going to pour into you the real deal facts. Because like I said, I'm 10 toes down on the earth. I'm on the ground. I'm on the gorilla. I'm a gorilla. I'm like right there. I'm in the fight. I'm in the mix. I'm getting it right here. Dead center. Dead center. Front line. So I love you guys, man. Y'all make the rest of your day the best of your day, beautiful people. And for those who was hanging into that swing trade of Euro JPY, for those who were thinking, oh my goodness, that fucking stop loss is way down there. Why you being so damn negative? Being so damn negative. Why the hell you looking down there anyway? Keep your eyes up to the prize. Keep looking forward. The hell you looking down there for anyway? That's the fastest way to fall. I ain't looking in my rearview mirror. I ain't worried about what's behind me. I'm so focused on going forward. That's why I hit TP. That's why I took another entry. People say, man, that's a deep ass stop loss. So what? You see that TP, bro? Motherfucker, even farther. You ain't gonna hit TP today. You ain't TP next week. Really? I gotta hold it till next week? Ain't you working next week? Don't you get paid every 2 weeks? So that means you can work 2 weeks and you got 2 weeks in the bucket. 2 P's. I'm just telling y'all facts. You might not like it, but you motherfuckers better learn to love it. I love y'all. And y'all have a great day, man. Make the rest of your day the best of your day. And like I said, I know this is on YouTube, so I also said this ain't for kids. Because my intention is to get to your kids, but I know I got to get to the parents first. So I'm talking to your mamas and your daddies and your grandmas and your aunties and your uncles. Because only they want to basically get to you because these are the people that you see on a daily basis. I love you guys, man. Y'all make the rest of the day the best of your day, beautiful people. Deuces. Oh, yeah, y'all get y'all screenshots. Y'all get y'all screenshots. Drop them on the social media. Tag me. And if you need a good laugh, go to my social media because you don't never give me some time where I can get to gym and then I do these push-ups and jump squats and now I got nothing but time to scroll through social media. I'm telling you, I have you holding your stomach for the rest of your day. Y'all have a great day. Deuces. Let's rock and roll, Nina.
Let's get it.